Hey guys, it's Party Petey here. Welcome to the first cast of We Play League Season 3. I'm pretty sure it's near the end anyway, so this is probably just a wasted ticket here that I bought just now.
10 seconds.
Yeah, there's 20
remaining.
pages. It's definitely near the end here. Wait.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, it's only like 4 cosmetics. Oh, okay, never mind.
Reserve
So
time.
we're gonna go and cast this Tornado Rocks game versus HellRaisers today, because I was gonna cast the XMG Captain's Draft, but it was 10 minutes in, and it was already kind of looking more Alliance's way, so I didn't really want to cast a pre-started game, and I wanted to get a game from the start so that I can get a full casted game in today. And the only thing we're missing is just pretty much half of the drafts. And
Radiant team pick.
so Tornado, we still have. It looks like Toph is still the stand-in for them, and then Illidan Storm's going to be HellRaisers stand-in today. The bans out on the side of Tornado is Chen, Lone Druid, the Spectre, and Drow. For some reason I was going to say Death Prophet, because Death Prophet's banned down there. I know Storm Rage is good at his Drow.
10
I also know that
remaining.
he's also good at his Lone Druid. He's also good at a lot of those
5
picks, except for the
seconds
Chen,
remaining.
which I think is actually Yadam's ban there. On the side
Reserve
of HellRaisers,
time.
they ban out the Earth Spirit, which I know for a fact Yastic is really good at. The Vengeful Spirit, Death Prophet, which has been a popular pick overall, and Ancient Apparition, so Morphling can't be countered out. And I believe Morphling was probably picked right after that ban. My phone just vibrated. So on the side of Tornado Rocks, Oracle was picked up with Faceless Void and Enchantress, and to counter out with Nature's Prophet, Witch Doctor into Morphling. Now, they're not looking too stun heavy on the side of Tornado Rocks here, so Witch Doctor's ultimate is pretty much uncontested as long as he doesn't get stuck in the Chrono. As well as Morphling, I'm pretty sure he could still morph while in Chrono. So it's looking pretty good on the side of HellRaisers here, especially since they banned out the Ancient Apparition that would cause a lot of troubles for that Morphling. Since we all know that it's going to be in that morph there. 633 still has the VP sticker on. I know 633 was from VP. Where is Virtus Pro? I haven't seen Virtus Pro anywhere.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
guess we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, they're probably direct invites to a bunch of stuff.
5 seconds
majors.
remaining.
They're probably direct invited to majors or something like that. Puck picked up on the side of HellRaisers here.
Dire team pick.
I guess it would be a very situational pick against the Faceless Void to silence him out, plus to drop the chain so then they couldn't escape the Morphling. I guess same thing with Enchantress. They just want some more magic damage to straight up deal to the Enchantress so that they can actually kill the Enchantress, because so far it looks extremely physical on the side of HellRaisers, including the Dark Ward, which is also physical, but doesn't actually get slowed from Enchantress's
10
passive.
seconds remaining.
It looks like it's just going to go directly into... Oh, they're going to pick up an Invoker, actually, on the side of Tornado Rocks, a counter silence to Puck silence, and they're going to try and do a counter initiation here with their pick here, because there's no initiation yet on the side of either team, so I guess Invoker will probably play the Semi-Core or the Semi-Initiator here. That will be pretty interesting on the side of their...
5 seconds
on
remaining.
on their side here. And Sven was banned out, so a massive
Dire
team
team
fight assist
ban.
is banned out. I guess they could yeah, I could see that actually being a thing. If Enchantress was ran as the semi-support with Oracle as pure support, they could probably go Sven and deal a lot of critical damage and stun out the Morphling and drop...
10
Oh, they were also
seconds
banning that out
remaining.
to ban a very significant stun against the Witch Doctor, but
5 seconds
Invoker is already
remaining.
that really significant stun, so they got to figure out what Tornado Rocks want to ban out here in
Reserve
order to
time.
counter out the team fight potentiality of HellRaisers that they can just drop on the Faceless Void or the Invoker here. Most likely, we might see a Battle Fury Faceless Void here, so then they can get out of the tree chain and escape Witch Doctor, or a 3-1-1 spec on the Faceless Void in the lane, so that he can easily rewind all the damage done by this possible dual lane. They ban out the Bounty Hunter, so that means this Invoker is probably going to be a Quas Wex Invoker, because I doubt they do Exort Wex Invokers anymore. I haven't seen an Exort Wex in like ages. And so they're just gonna ban out the Bounty Hunter here, so there's no possible, you know, digging off in the off lane here. And I guess it is a very situational pick on the side of HellRaisers. They're missing another support here, but they need some sort of durability, something that can seal the deal when a team fight gets too hot. They have about 7 seconds to actually get this done. They have 1 second of reserve time. They might, and it actually goes to Sand King, which is actually a very good pick for the side of HellRaisers here, because even through Faceless Void Chrono, Sand King can just jump right in and counter out Chrono almost immediately. He just can't get caught out by Invoker Storm, and then that's pretty much it, or Invoker Whirlwind or whatever. Tornado, there we go. Duh. So on the side of Sand King, with the Sand King pickup, I definitely see how it's going to help them out here pretty efficiently. I don't really see too much of a problem here with how HellRaisers is going to manage team fights here. They just need to they got to go BKB heavy here, and the Nature's Prophet's probably going to go the Admiral Bulldog build and just go full on rat, because there's not really much they're able to do here. They pick up a Chaos Knight actually as the last semi-core. I can see the stuns being really good on the side of Tornado Rocks here, despite having no actual durability stun except for Chaos Knight, obviously, since he's a durability stun. But most likely this Chaos Knight will be going into the Armlet, into like probably some sort of Arcane Chaos Knight build. So then he can be more stun reliant based on all the performance on the side of HellRaiser here, with how much team fight that HR has compared to Tornado Rocks, which is definitely something that will hopefully be aggressed. So, once again, everyone, welcome to the We Play League Season 3 with Oracle, Faceless Void, Enchantress, Invoker, Chaos Knight versus Nature's Prophet, Witch Doctor, Morphling Puck, and Sand King. It is Tornado Rocks versus HellRaisers here. HellRaisers on the side of what looks like to be, I don't know, the Radiant or the Dire. I can't really tell. I never figured this stuff out. It is true, they are on the Radiant. So we are going to introduce them first. Ping's going out for the side of Witch Doctor, maybe to put an aggressive ward in, with the Nature's Prophet going TP first into their secret shop. And I can't seem to move the camera at all, because I'm on directed camera. So we're going to go over to the Radiant here. We're always going to start introducing the Radiant, because I always like the Radiant side more than the Dire side. I'll tell you about that in a different story. I'm experiencing some packet losses. Sunstrike already going out to try and get his scout out on what's going to happen here on this bottom here. I wonder if they're getting this packet loss too. I doubt it. Witch Doctor is being played by Yahweh, or W, or YW, I don't know. Illidan Storm Rage playing the Morphling. Definitely a really good pick for Illidan. He's really good at Morphling, as we saw in the previous games. A Puck being played by Alphanagy. I have not seen this character in a while, or not. Well, that's true. I haven't seen Puck in a while, and I haven't seen this actual player before. So this will be a good experience here with this new guy that I have no idea who he is. Sand King being pinged out here, also being played by the Autumn, by Autumn, or Gotham. I call him Autumn. And then last but not least, my favorite, Nature's Prophet, being played by Shashlo, actually. So this will be really interesting. He didn't go TP first to go up and get that that Vision Ward in there, but they were saying pop the tree into there. All right, we're going to go over to the Dire side. We got Oracle being played by Arsec, and then we have the Invoker being played by 633, Yol playing the Enchantress. We got Chaos Knight played by Toph, and then last but not least on the Dire side, my favorite for Dire side is the Faceless Void being played by Yostic. Looks like there's no rune contest here, so they're just going to go straight into the farming here, and we'll go straight, actually we'll jump into the net worth, or into the last hits chart here. I'm using the wrong charts. There it is. No, that's it. There's actually one last hit on Oracle already. I guess he just took out one of the trees. Yeah, he has 10 experience. He took out one of the trees. Speaking of which, tree. They're going to try and pull the wave, and they're going to do exactly that. The wave is completely pulled. They're going to actually even forest the wave and try and lock it in there as long as they can. And they're going to get that exact achievement there, because Toph, he's trying to hold off the secondary wave here, and another wave of little treants are coming to try and pull the wave. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Or no, actually that's their own wave. And he's going to try and aggress Toph, but it's not going to work. So immediately there is an advantage on the side of HR here. Witch Doctor actually needs to be careful. He lost a good chunk of health. And for some reason he just wanted to use one of his branches to heal. I mean, despite being surrounded by trees completely. And just caught out by the wrong spot on the tower here by the Faceless Void. And it's just he's really diving it way too much on this Faceless. Meanwhile, Puck actually gets the first blood in mid here by with the Sand King roaming into the middle here with that Sand King stun working out perfectly fine. And just dropping Invoker almost nearly instantly. I didn't even see it happen. Getting Pack-a-Loss again. I don't know why this is a problem all of a sudden. So, actually, look at that. It's actually a Quas Exort Invoker. We haven't seen a Quas Exort pure mid in a while. So that means he's going to have a little low damage. And he's going to go into more of the pushing lineup to try and block out the initial damage here. But it doesn't really matter because this Puck is farming fairly efficiently and has bottle money already, but it doesn't really matter. The Chaos Knight kind of out farming the top lane here in the counter choices here. But I mean, there was already a kill on the side of HR here, so it's not really going to be too much of an issue that that's happening. In fact, they're going to try and roam on, and they're already going to try and get this tier 1 tower here. No, they're not. Nature's Prophet sends out another wave of Treants for full defense. This off-lane Treant isn't really proving too useful for HR at the moment. It's getting really difficult for them to actually get anything moving here. In fact, they're going to get a lot of heavy damage on this tier 1 tower here. And there's not going to really be that much of a way to contest it. In fact, you know, Oracle's getting a little bit low, but he's not really getting too low here to be just how much this offlane is being shut down here by this roaming. Yeah, in fact, here comes the Sand King to try and help with a little stunning here, maybe to get the Chaos Knight out. But the Nature's Prophet doesn't actually have enough mana for a tree chain. He will in about 2 seconds, and he'll do it exactly that. He's got 1.2 basic regen. I keep on forgetting Nature's Prophet's an intel hero. I swear Nature's Prophet used to be an agility hero, but he apparently is not an agility hero, and I've been wrong for so many years. Meanwhile, bottom, Faceless Void diving really heavy onto this Witch Doctor, but he doesn't have a rearm. He's got a salve. He's going to have to use it. It doesn't really matter. Storm Rage has boots. He's got to go straight onto the Faceless Void, and he's going to go down for sure. Just playing way too heavy on the Witch Doctor there, despite, you know, he's got a stun and he's got heal, and you have 2 specs in your rearm, so there's not really too much potential coming off of the fight there. In fact, you're actually going to have to walk back. That's going to be really annoying because you're going to be down at least a good 2 to 2.5 waves of creeps here. And, yeah, you're not really going to be able to get a lot of experience. You know, it doesn't really matter. Illidan's just going to continue to die anyway. Meanwhile, mid, again, a try-roam into the mid here to try and recover some missing Shoslow farm. And kills the Invoker yet again. So that's 3 kills on the side of HR in a matter of 4 minutes. So a kill every 1.2 minutes, basically. And, you know, Bottle still on the Puck. In fact, something's coming to the Puck right now. It might just be, in fact, it's Tranquil Boots by the looks of it. Or maybe it's just, that's one piece to, yeah, that's Storm Rage's piece. So he's going to pick up a boot and leave the Iron Branch on the ground instead of planting it like a normal person. And they're going to keep on going. In fact, there might be a little bit of a fight here. Yadam has a DD and a stun, but it was scouted out. Yastic found it. It doesn't really matter. They can't see the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor's trying to go in for a stun, but he rearmed out, and he's perfectly fine. Meanwhile, top is just getting a lot more free farm compared to anyone else. In fact, we're going to go switch to the net worth chart and find out that Chaos Knight is in a battle with the Morphling, who has at least 1 more kill. The Chaos Knight hasn't been around for any kills, so he is doing some pretty well farm for the fact that he hasn't gotten a single kill in the game yet. And with the specs that he's going here, 2-2-1 here, he's going for a lot of hero aggro, when he could just be going for farming aggro at this point, because there's nothing that's really going to happen here. Nature's Prophet TPing in the middle here to try and get this Invoker. Ulti dedicated on the Invoker. 633 isn't really going to find a way to get out of this, but Ice Wall dedicated on Shoslow here. Sand King jumps in to drops Yadam. Aftermath is a little bit low here. He's going to Mike, and he actually dodges out perfectly fine from that. In fact, he's bottling up and he's salving. He's going to be able to go back in and fight again. And trying to bait out spells from Yol here, but it doesn't really matter because, again, they dedicated a lot of heroes to traveling. He actually dodges using the phase shift, so he's going to be able to get out of that one perfectly fine here. And Yastik's coming mid to try and help it out too, but he really shouldn't have left. I mean, he's not really getting too much farm bottom, and at the same time, coming mid isn't really going to help you too much either, Yastik. In fact, you're like pretty much in the support net worth chart at the moment. You're at the bottom 5. You're under a Sand King, of whom has been roaming for almost the whole entire game, has Tranquils, and might be getting what looks like to be a portion of his Blink Dagger, or, what are you getting? Are you getting Stat Boots? Oh, that's not you, that's somebody else. So that was a ward. You're getting Stat Boots, and that's coming to you right now. In fact, there it is. You gotta actually grab that. Thank you for grabbing it. Meanwhile, top, you know, Shoslow's going to try and back and farm again, but five kills. 5 kills on the side of HR with the Morphling actually above top now. But again, he's getting a lot of like really good farm here. He might actually get dived because Arsec is invis right behind him, and he does get to clip that sight. So Arsec knows that he's here and he wants to burst him. He's got the burst build, purge into burst basically, and he wants to try and get that done, but the invis is still on him. He can still get it done, but it doesn't really matter. He pings out there's a ward on that cliff, and that is exactly what it is up there. Wand picked up on the Chaos Knight. He's getting some pretty well uncontested farm here. Courier sent out. I don't know what's going on with the Courier. It's like dodging, weaving like a crazy guy. There's nothing in the Courier even, so they're trying to weave it out a lot for some dodge. In fact, Yadam comes by, finds the ward on the cliff, and dewards it instantaneously. Looks like some lane switches here. Yol tried to go bottom for a little bit to try and recover for that farm that the Faceless Void was missing a lot of, and Faceless Void probably going to go back. He actually picks up an Iron Talon so he can jungle more efficiently. Chaos Knight might get initiated upon here. There's 3 top now. The Puck trying to get a roaming kill here. He was like, I just dewarded a ward right there, so hopefully they didn't put up another one.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom tower getting a lot of unnecessary damage here for the side of Titan, or Tornado Rocks. I want to call him Titan Rocks so bad. But, you know, he's got to be careful. Faceless Void isn't 6 yet, and the Morphling's actually 7, so he can deal some crazy damage to Yastik here. In fact, that's exactly what's happening. He lost, like, a good portion of his health just off of 2 right clicks, and Yastik's not even in full strength morph. He still has 9 more he can put in 2 agility morph. But, you know, he's having a lot better farm now with no one contesting the lane whatsoever. The Faceless Void can't get up on it, and the tower is definitely going to go down with little to no contest here. Yeah, it's taking a lot of damage, and like there's nothing they can really do to block that out. And he's gonna wave morph it out too, so he can try and get it for sure here. They're pinging out that the Faceless Void is coming back around. He's got Chronosphere, so look out, Storm Rage, because he might be jumping right on top of you. Getting more packet loss. Again, I really hate the fact that everyone's in my office area now using the internet, and it's just really bad because I can't do the things I want to do anymore. Really annoying. Really annoying. Meanwhile, top is like the Chaos Knight, despite having no kills, is having really welly uncontested farm, and is on top 3 net worth basically off of how just uncontested he actually is. And he's level 8 actually, so he is full into Reality Rift and finally expected his Phantasm. Nature's Prophet, Tree Chained Enchantress Curie, and they're trying to get this top tower here, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Fortification actually expended for this. Yadam's trying to make a move here by leaving a Sandstorm left. The extra Phantasm proc was proc, but it doesn't matter. Top's going down here. He actually cast ulti way too quickly. Reduced all physical damage. Funny story about that. He took all physical damage. Illidan Storm Rage even dedicated to come top to try and get this kill here. And 2 kills go down really perfect, really well executed here, despite the freaking packet loss. God. And meanwhile, the tower was denied, and in exchange, they will get this tower, and then the Morphling will probably roam back bottom and recontest this Faceless Void that is getting his now actual farm here, instead of just getting shut down as much as he's been getting shut down. He's finally in the top. No, he's not in the top 5. He's in the top 6, and he's just right-clicking the lane.
His middle tower is under attack.
I'm trying to get stuff done here, and they're going to try and do a tower exchange, and that's being pinged out by the Puck right now, and there is a fortification that is expendable on the side of the Radiant here. Nature's Prophet getting the actual last hit on the tower here, so hopefully he is 1.2k extra gold. Meanwhile, in mid, actually the Invoker is going to get jumped upon here. Another Tree Chain dedicated to drop him there, and Joslo just getting these tree chains on really effectively. And Pause goes out, and I don't blame him. I'm getting some packet loss and stuff like that. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's Russian for something. Is that a silver compendium? I have a silver compendium. Do I have a silver compendium? Is mine silver? Yeah, mine's silver. There's gold and this obsidian looking one. Yeah. What's today's daily? I haven't got it yet. 8 minutes. We'll know after this. So it looks like it was just some pause lag going on the side of Shoshlo, despite the fact he was actually really on point with that kill. The amount of roaming that HR is able to do here and able to just drop and destroy the enemy team with little to no contest here is absolutely fantastic. Oracle coming to try and get some warding done here in the opposite lane. Not scouted out by anyone. A courier is actually flying through here. It's their courier. Smoke picked up. Bottom tower is definitely going to go down here. Enchantress roamed in and it's got controlled cannon actually and a centaur. So a lot of extra damage going out here with that 52 damage centaur. Centaur looks kind of retarded. Meanwhile, you know, there's just Storm Rage going up on the top here. He's going to at least get it to at least a third HP, and they actually expend a fortification on it, which I don't... Oh, actually, they expended it from middle, of which mid is actually getting heavily sieged here. Creep scouts out the 633 coming back in, the Invoker, and the tower's pretty low HP. They might get a gank off of here. They have a smoke, but the smoke doesn't get detected by wards, so they don't know that he's there. They did see Yastic, and they are going back. Meanwhile, Morphling again just working on this top tower. Actually gets the top tower and TP's out with 6k net worth going at 11 minutes, which is really nice. Really, really nice. Shoshlo coming into the mid here. Yeah, he's got 1.7k. He's definitely going for the Aghanim Scepter. He's just going for the I'm going to push without the push kind of loadout here, because he didn't go for a Midas. He actually had really well farm despite being shut down by the Chaos Knight. He was able to roam and kill who he needed to kill when he needed to kill it. Sand King saying, just keep on going here, Storm Rage. You're not really going to get contested by anyone. But little does he know that Yastic's right around the corner here, but Yastic doesn't have enough damage to drop down the Morphling just yet, especially with how much he's already got in Strength Morph, or in Agility Morph here. He's got 15 defaultive armor. They're trying to wait out this mid here to deny it, and they're probably gonna get the deny in all honesty, because there's two reinforcement creeps here on the side of Tornado Rocks here. And they're trying their best not to hit the tower. Meanwhile, they're going bot to try and get the tower, and that's exactly what happens. They wanted to dedicate a chrono, but for some reason they stopped. In fact, Yastic's coming in to stun out Yastic, and that's just Yastic just absolutely gets melted here. That was only one spec in the adaptive strike, so that did really well for them. In fact, they're gonna try and roam into the middle here to confirm this tower, and there's no way that they're gonna be able to defend this with the Witch Doctor ult being up. In fact, Teleport goes out onto the Nature's Prophet to kill out the Oracle, and Yol's gonna try and get out. He will not get out actually, and top ulti dedicated, but Sand King ulti dropped as well, and Top is going down as well. Just a lot of disabled that just went out the side of HR on the side of their carries here. I was definitely talking about this in the very beginning, how these drafts were very, very controversial for the side of Rocks here, for how much stun and like disable they actually have for the side of HR early game, and they literally had no disable here. So this half the tower is going down here. They're picking out the Faceless Void's coming around the corner, so all you who be squish, watch out, because Faceless Void be coming with a hammer. Or no, he's got him a talk this time. But Lincoln Sphere picked up on Storm Rage, and he's leveled 11 already. A level 11, 14 minutes in with 8k net worth, and about, I'm pretty sure he downed 3 towers. Not to, he got top tower too. They're gonna try their best to get some unnecessary damage out here, but they think this is a real Nature's Prophet. In fact, it's just an illusion. So Faceless Void Chrono was dedicated. They could have picked up the Arcane Rune and did it first. Instead, Morphling comes in and drops out Illidan Storm, drops out the Oracle here. They're gonna try and drop Storm Rage, but he's just got way too much Strength Morph. He's just got way too much. They're not gonna be able to get him. Puck actually downs the Invoker. Morphling kills Yastic, and they're not gonna be able to kill Toph. Everyone is dead on the side of Tornado Rocks here. A 5 full man wipe, and they're gonna go for this middle tower here. There's not really much that Rocks are gonna be able to do here. It's a full on just
Dyer's middle tower
really,
is
it's just a
under
full-on
attack.
pub stop. 14 minutes, 17-0, 9k net worth Morphling. He's got a Lincoln Sphere. He has so much in the agility and strength morph already. He's actually at 2.4k HP with full strength morph, and he's just absolutely rocking it right now. He's got plenty of ways to get out here, and there's not really much that they're going to be able to do here. Shoshla is keeping top to try and get some counter out farm here. He's still going for that Ags build. He hasn't even picked up an Ags piece yet. He just might be going straight into it. Who knows? Puck, he's got a Dagon. I mean, this game's pretty much pub stomp at this moment, so they're going to try and just, you know, shut down all that they can, how quick they can, as quick as they can. And you know, that Dagon's just floating around in his chest there. He's at least probably gonna wait till he gets a tier 1 or tier 2, tier 3 Dagon, so it can be a little bit more effective here. They're gonna smoke maybe up in the area here. No, they're not. They actually just got a vision ward they're gonna throw down. And no, the smoke is gonna go out here. So smoke out on the side of rocks here actually misses the Chaos Knight. So CK is gonna go into farm in the lane, try to bait out some sort of team fight here, but it doesn't really matter. There's no chrono, and they know there's no chrono. Instead, they actually go into the Roshan pit, but they're pinging it out. They might be in the Roshan pit, and you know, Alfonso picks up the bounty rune, but they don't actually go into the Roche pit, and they didn't see him at all. They have no idea that this is happening here. But at the same time, it's not really helping Rocks here. If they get caught out, they're gonna die here. And there's nothing they can really do to defend that. Counter smoke goes out on the side of HR here. Tuck needs to figure out if they're in the Roche here. If he blinks in and gets one orb in there, he actually will kill y'all. But he's not going to do that. The Roshan goes down, and they had no idea the whole entire time. So the Aegis actually goes on to 633, which I find is very controversial here, despite having a really low-class Exort build here. And the Illidan, he's going to get as much damage as he can on here, and it doesn't really matter. He actually TP's out on the smoke puck that he had on the bottom lane, and in return is going to end up getting some serious aggro damage on this bottom tower, and there's nothing they can really do to do that. Meanwhile, Invoker actually drops down the Witch Doctor, which is kind of unfortunate. I think the Witch Doctor was working on Axe. Might be working on Axe. He's just got a lot of ward hold. He is above the Oracle, though. And Storm Rage is going for the shotgun build by the looks of it, so that's going to be really interesting. So first kill finally going out on the side of... Can I do it from up here? No, it just does it like that. Okay. So first kill actually going on the side of Standard Rocks, and finally it was just some support, some poor support that you know, was just really desperate. Basically, they're pinging out that we can see him there, and we'll figure out what to do with him. Nothing they can really do to counter out the pure damage that's coming out from Storm Rage this early game. He's at pretty much 11k net worth here on the Radiant side, which is really hard for a Morphling from what I understand, because the forest is less populated and it's much harder to work around here, and it's true. It's very hard to get anything done here. Faceless Void, which is shut down massively. He's still under the Sand King, who has a Blink Dagger for sure at this point. TP's going out, trying to save the Enchantress. Not going to happen. 30 seconds down on the Enchantress. It's so early game that it's not really going to like hurt them too much to be shut down the way they are, because everyone will be back like almost on a near instant respawn time here. And Storm Rage, you know, he's got 21 total armor at 18 minutes. There's 18 kills in 18 minutes. Basically 19 minutes. So again, just one kill every 1.25 minutes. Geometrusite picked up by the Witch Doctor. Gonna be flown out to him now. Even gonna use the Courier Haste for it. And they're just trying their best to get this middle tower here. There's creeps in the base, so there is no backdoor, and it's gonna take, you know, like, what? It took like 43 damage or something like that. It doesn't really matter. The top 3 Radiant heroes are finally on the top of the network chart here, and bottom tower getting sieged in by those guys, and you know, Storm Rage just drops him pretty instantly. Nature's Prophet, are you please? What? He wasn't doing Ags build. I'm kidding. I thought you were gonna go Ags build. You know how much? Oh no, that's true. You didn't want to give him too much gold. In fact, Geometrusite's down on the ground. Yasta kills the Sand King that actually had it, which was probably not a good idea, because Sand King relies on Invis in order to do the do. Toph pre-dedicates ultimate to try and take out the 50% chance. So he has 3 of them. Okay. So he actually got a double. Or no, he got one. Okay. So he's getting really lucky with these extra Phantasms. In fact, he's going to send out the low HP one to try and scout somebody out. He finds the Witch Doctor, but there's not going to really be too much going off of it here. The damage going out off of the Chaos Knight Illusions actually is a fairly big amount of damage. Alfonso is actually caught out here. He might get caught by rocks. Doesn't actually find him, or they do find him, but they're not going to go on him. And Storm Rage on the other end gets a Dagon and drops out, or drops shotgun onto the Morphling. And Morphling drops shotgun onto the Enchantress. So, you know, now that they know that the shotgun's out there, so Faceless has got to be careful out of anybody here. Because, you know, that could be really detrimental for Riostic here. He's got to go into... Yeah, I don't know what just happened. I yawned a lot. So, I mean, HR is really shutting down rocks here. In fact, it's gonna get caught out here if they're not too careful. Toph dropping ultimate, but it doesn't really matter. He's gonna get healed out a massive amount, and he's gonna be able to get out there. So shotgun plus Witch Doctor ultimate, heavily dedicated. Dang it, there was another game. There was another game today. But, oh well. We'll just finish this cast up today, and then we'll just call it quits. This is the only cast we're going to do today, and hopefully upload it within a good period of time here. The Aegis finally expends on the side of Janetta Rocks here, who I believe Invoker had it, because HR has not done another Roach attempt. There's only been one Roach kill, just confirmed. And Witch Doctor, meanwhile, Top actually getting a kill on the Enchantress. We got him. He's scouted out here. Illidan Storm Rage caught in the clip of the enemy here, and you know, Yadam actually is probably still going to go down here. Toph jumps in and instant drops the Witch Doctor. And Nature's Prophet trying to TP in, trying to find some opening to get into. He should have just stayed bottom to deal the extra damage. No, it doesn't really matter, because actually, Faceless does go down. The Sand King goes down to the Morphling. The Sand King goes down to the Invoker. Invoker's gonna get summed up here. But, you know, Rocks, there's no gem. They didn't pick up the gem, so meanwhile, Storm Rage might be getting caught out here. In fact, he's dropping really low here. He doesn't have a lot more mana to get some more switches out here, and he's gonna TP out because there's no way they can disable him. But they did. How did they just do that? Oh, they cold snapped him right as they got it up. In fact, Puck is gonna phase out. They're gonna try and bait him at the orb, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. He gets out. Nature's Prophet trying to TP in for defense. Alfonso, he's just gonna TP out, and he's gonna work bottom now. Nature's Prophet going to try and get some counteracted farm here, and now he might be going Ags build because it's gotten a little bit late here. Vladimir's actually picked up on the side of the Faceless Voids, and we might be seeing a Desolator Faceless in the eventuality here. And, you know, he's going to try and take out all that he can here in order to get the tower not to fall here, but it's too low HP. If I was a Nature's Prophet, I would blink in, and I would probably get that tower for sure. Meanwhile, actually, Invoker's going to catch out the Nature's Prophet. He's actually got a Mjolnir now, so he could probably take on 633 and not die here. And he's actually Yule's up into the air, so he's perfectly fine here. Rocks is definitely going to go down here. There's way too much damage on the side of Rocks here. In fact, no, he actually lives. Sand King ult dedicated, jumps right in, kills out the Invoker. Yostik's going to try and kill him here. It doesn't really matter. Alfonso, he silences him right as he was about to jump. So he's got to be able to jump out and avoid at least a good 300 HP and get out perfectly fine here. But still, they're going to push out this bottom tower. Nature's Prophet, there's not going to be too much contest here. Tower will be going down. Alfonso tries to jump in and block the stun completely, actually, and is actually on the other side of the map already. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet still getting the bottom tower. Full buybacks going out from the General Rocks here, and they're just going to try and defend this tower. And that's exactly what happens. They get half the HP. Illidan Storm Rage jumping in, trying to drop y'all, but it's not going to work. Replicates back out. Actually, he's going to replicate pretty far as we see that one right-click damage attack him there. And he's at a 3 cooldown here for his abilities, so he's pretty slow. He actually smokes. Roshan is not up. It's actually, the way it looks at the long respawn. Never mind, it's 18 seconds. So the really short respawn, basically. Meanwhile, Top getting some more aggro damage here. They're pinging out the Nature's Prophet. Use your ulti, Yastic. It's not going to happen because Yastic jumps down and gets destroyed almost immediately. They're going to catch out the top here with the counter-strike here. Top, he's disabled right click. He's not taking magic damage. Shoshlo actually loses the owner charge on him, and they're gonna try and reset this. In fact, Nature's Prophet gonna TP bot to try and get some counteractive farm here. For some reason, Nature's Prophet's going BKB at this point, so he was definitely going team fighting. And E-Blade sent out on Yol, dies from Alfonsi for the Dagon going in. Gem of True Sight was still on it. Silence actually still goes out here. Yadam jumps in and destroys the Invoker. Invoker has no buyback, 70 seconds, and Chaos Knight ulti was dedicated to trying to get a defense here, but it doesn't really matter. Nature's Prophet downing the bottom racks. The Chaos Knight's going to roam back in and try and take out him at least. The GG call is called out, and there's nothing that AR and Tornado Rocks are going to be able to do here. The rat was too strong, and that's what's going to happen here. Good game. That's actually a 25-minute game that I casted. I'm perfectly fine with uploading a 25-minute game today because I still need to do a XCOM episode. But anyway, that was a really, really good game. I really love Nature's Prophet being picked up, you know, a little bit more often now. And I guess, you know, he didn't go for the rat build. I'm okay with that. He went for the build that I do sometimes, which is the just jump in and absolutely kill everybody team. But, you know, HR just had so much more mobility and so much more beginning game damage to shut down Tornado Rocks' mid to late game lineup here. And it was really sad on the side of Tornado Rocks. I was really looking forward to seeing some good Faceless Void Invoker or Faceless Void Enchantress plays here, but that Witch Doctor was actually picked out almost immediately after the Faceless Void because I watched the stream and it was off by a little bit, and I was able to see that the Witch Doctor was the counter to the Faceless Void, and you know, they just couldn't really do much here. HR, just the Nature's Prophet went for attack speed and try and push in the lanes quicker. The Morphling just went for the straight shotgun build, and Puck, you know, just that extra like silence to disable the Faceless Void and the Invoker spells, and just the Puck initiation was fantastic. The Sand King also landed so many great ultimates that would have ended up causing, you know, the reason why they would have lost, and you know, they did lose. So the Sand King, you know, Sand King, Witch Doctor, Nature's Prophet, Morphling, and Puck, all really good counter picks to what Tornado Rocks had on their side for drafts. But that's all that we're going to do today. This is the only game, I believe, of HR versus Tornado Rocks. And I guess, well, one thing I'd like to say is please like, subscribe, favorite, and everything like that. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers so we can actually get a flat line of people, you know, subscribed and stuff like that. And, you know, just drop us a sub because we need that stuff. Thank you all for watching. We will see you all next time for another game of casting, I guess. This is the thing that I like doing the most. Casting is definitely a lot of fun. So we will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.